wonder murmur where whispers weave the heart.
Hello, little hearts. A new whisper begins. In a quiet valley, where the sun shone warm and the river ran cool, a kind mother goat lived with her 7 little kids. Their cottage was a happy home, filled with the sounds of laughter and playful bleats. Every morning, the kids would run and play in the meadows, chasing butterflies and listening to the birds sing. Their days a blur of pure bliss, but a dark shadow watched them from the woods. A big, black wolf, with eyes full of a terrible hunger. He had not eaten in days, and the thought of 7 plump little goats made his stomach rumble with a wicked delight. He waited, a patient and cunning predator, for the moment the mother goat would leave her children alone. One sunny morning, the mother goat gathered her kids around her, her voice soft but serious. "My darlings," she said, "I'm going to the market to buy bread and cookies for you. I'll be back by evening. Remember my words. Do not, under any circumstances, open the door to a stranger." "But Mommy, how will we know it's you?" the youngest kid asked, his eyes wide with worry. "The wicked wolf can be recognized by his hoarse voice and his big black feet," she explained. "My voice is soft and gentle, and my feet are as white as snow." She hugged each of them and left, her heart filled with a familiar worry. The kids, now alone, made sure the door was securely locked and went off to play. Just as they were having a wonderful time, a loud knock echoed from the door. "Hello, my children?" A deep, rough voice called. "Open the door. Your mother is back, and I have brought you good things to eat." The oldest kid, a brave and clever boy, ran to the door and listened. "Go away, you big bad wolf," he cried. "Our mother's voice is soft and gentle, not hoarse like yours." The wolf, hearing this, growled in frustration. "They are clever little things," he muttered. He ran to a bakery and ate a box of chalk he found there, hoping it would soften his voice. The chalk made his tummy ache, but it made his voice as sweet as a baby's. He went back to the cottage and knocked again. "Hello, my darlings," he called in a sweet, soft voice. "Your mother is back. I have brought you cookies, bread, and ginger ale." The kids, hearing the soft, gentle voice, were confused. "It sounds just like Mommy," one of them whispered. "Should we open the door?" But the oldest kid, with a sharp eye, looked down through the peephole. "No," he cried. "Look at the feet under the door. Our mother's feet are white, but yours are big and black. Go away, you big bad wolf." The wolf, now furious, ran to a mill. He saw a great sack of white dough and, with a desperate lunge, he covered his paws in the dough. Now his paws were as white as snow. He was sure they would not recognize him now. He ran back to the cottage and, with his sweet voice and his now white paws, he knocked on the door. "My sweet children, your mother is back. I have brought you so many good things to eat. Please open the door." The kids, seeing the white paws and hearing the soft voice, were completely fooled. "It's Mommy!" they all cheered, and without a second thought, they ran to the door and unlatched it. The wolf, with a terrible laugh, brushed off the white dough and burst into the cottage. "Hello, my little feast," he snarled. "Are you ready to become my dinner?" The kids, screaming in terror, scattered in every direction. One hid in the kitchen kettle, one in the oven, another under the bed, and 4 others behind the curtains and in a pot. But the youngest kid, a tiny little thing, saw a grandfather clock, and with a quick, brave thought, he squeezed himself inside. The wolf, with a cruel and greedy laugh, hunted them down one by one, gobbling them up whole. In no time at all, he had eaten all 7 of them, except for the youngest, who was safe in the clock. With his belly full and his body heavy, he let out a great loud burp and left the cottage, falling fast asleep in a nearby meadow. A little while later, the mother goat returned. Her heart sank when she saw the door ajar. She walked inside and saw the ransacked house, the broken chairs, and the torn curtains. "My children! Oh, my children, where are you?" she cried, her voice thick with tears. "Mother, I am here." A small voice called from the grandfather clock. The youngest kid, now safe in his mother's arms, told her the whole terrible story. The mother goat's sadness turned to a fierce, protective rage. She looked at her son, and her eyes filled with a new kind of determination, hardened. "We will find him," she said. They crept out of the cottage and found the wolf sleeping in the meadow, his tummy a great round drum, rising and falling with each deep snore. The mother goat, seeing her children moving inside his great full belly, knew what she had to do. She sent her youngest son back to the cottage to get a needle, a thread, and a pair of long scissors. With a quiet prayer, she cut open the wolf's tummy, and one by one, her children tumbled out, alive and well. "Oh, my darlings, you're safe," she cried, hugging each of them tightly. "Now," she said, her voice a low whisper, "we will teach this wolf a lesson." She asked her children to fill his belly with the biggest, heaviest stones they could find. The children, still scared, but now full of a brave new purpose, did as they were told. The mother goat then carefully stitched up the wolf's tummy, her hands a blur of motion. In the morning, the wolf woke up. He felt a great hunger, but he also felt a terrible weight in his stomach. "I must have a drink of water," he grumbled, his body heavy and slow. He dragged himself to the well, but as he leaned over to drink, the weight of the stones pulled him down, and he fell into the water with a loud splash and a great howl. The mother goat and her children, watching from their window, cheered. "Mommy, Mommy, the wolf has died. We are safe now." And so they were. They danced in the sunshine, their family reunited, and their home safe. The mother goat, who had once been so worried, now knew that her love and her wit were enough to protect her children from any danger. And the children, who had once been so naive, had learned a terrible lesson about listening to a mother's words, and the dangers of a world that is not always what it seems.
Wonder murmur, the story departs, yet the whisper imparts.